Derek was saying your game kind of tipped in California, and you took it personally. What did you feel you needed to do?
Obviously played a pretty simple game, and obviously me and Newsy have a good relationship and a lot of trust. I think just more so, just a lot of kind of unnecessary turnovers that usually aren't part of my game. Obviously playing such a, kind of certain role, you can't be bringing negative. Usually I try to bring some type of positivity to every shift and energy. So, obviously we chatted near the end of that California break trip, and then ever since then seem to be going pretty good with Copper and Ras. Been having some good chemistry together.
What do you like about how you three fit together?
I think we're all pretty similar players. I think we all think the same way. I think that's probably the biggest thing right now is, we haven't played together beforehand, but just kind of knowing where we're going to be. Hey, this is Alex Leinstall, so let's move on. Sorry. I think just we're all kind of knowing where we're going to be. Pretty simple cycling game, all three big bodies, and I think we're just all on the same page. We're just kind of going to grind them down, and kind of fits all three of our playing styles, which is nice.
Did you know yesterday it was offside?
I knew it was close, but then I went back to the bench and I looked at Tange and he shook his head. So it's nice to know right away. Obviously, the video coaches in the back they send a little message through the TV saying good or no goal or good goal. So unfortunate. Stuff happens.
Just going back to your line, it feels like when you guys are out there, you're getting sustained pressure, you're creating a lot of scoring chances. What are the keys to making that happen and keeping the puck in the offensive zone?
I think one, just hard work. I know it's pretty simple to say, but I know all three of us know how important that is to have ozone time, and when we get down there, how important that is in terms of just keeping the puck down there. I think it's a lot of second efforts, a lot of stuff, winning battles in the corner, in front of the net, getting the puck to the D, just very simple things. Just kind of a meat and potatoes type of line that just kind of grinds the teams down, and obviously also I think all three of us take a lot of pride in defensive stuff and playing against some hard matchups and not getting scored on. I think when we're out there we try to bring positive stuff, positive energy to our team, and so far we've done a good job.
I think that's the second goal you had taken away from you.
Yeah.
To give to Ras. Are you going to start guarding yourself?
Yeah, no, we got to get rid of those the video coaches in the NHL. Let's go back. No more reviews. Once again, it's just one of those things. Eventually, good things will come my way. Good karma.
Fish, can you just speak to the mentality of this group? You guys are down in the third there, but made a late push back. Just the resiliency and the really never getting out of the fight.
Yeah, obviously that's good on our guys. That also just means that we've probably done that too many times. Second period, obviously, we don't got to keep talking about it. It was one of our worst periods we've played. Cost us the game in the end, and obviously, it's nice to know that we have that firepower in here. I think that was said by some of the veterans in the room in between the second and third, saying we've scored three in the third multiple times this year. It's nice to know we have that firepower, and if that is the situation, we could come back. Close yesterday, a little too late, but just second period, really bad.
When you're coming off a good season statistically and stuff, how much do you pay attention to whether you can come close to that or closer to what your average?
I think guys kind of know where you want to be at or what your goals are for the year. I don't think too many guys look or think about it during game to game. There's so many games that happen every other day basically. If you're not scoring for, even if it's 10 games, the next 10 games you could have, 5 goals, 5 assists very easily. So just game by game, if you start thinking about it and getting down on yourself, I think every player has probably tried that. That doesn't work. You got to stay in a good mindset. A lot of other ways you could do and impact the game other than goals and assists.
Patrick Kane, just a little twirl on the ice?
Yep, it was good. Obviously, skated pre-practice, participated in the warm-up drill, and then no contact. So I think a positive step for him. We'll get a better feel on how he feels today. And again, we're kind of in that gray area. does it make sense for that last game or two before the break, or give him the 8 days after the break? So we better feel and see how his body felt after today.
And any update on Sherratt?
No practice day for Sherratt, so it's becoming more and more likely that probably post break. We might just give him the time to heal completely there. So still potential for one of the last 2 games, but again, that same gray area with Patty on whether it makes sense to play him the last game or 2 or take full advantage of the time off we'll have from the All-Star break.
Was Comfort just did he leave a little early or?
No, he'll be a day-to-day. This time of year, I think there's a little flu-ish symptoms running through everyone, and his kind of peaked today. So again, we thought it was in everyone's best interest if he stayed home.
Christian Fischer, offside on that yesterday, but overall he seems like he's really been hitting his stride lately. What are you liking that you're seeing from him?
Honest game. Predictable North game. He's simple, predictable. That line's playing off each other well, working off a forecheck, and he's doing it. So been really good, and good on him. As good as we were in that West Coast trip, his game dipped a little bit, and I think he took it very personal and got his game back in order, and has been really productive on the line.
Are you going to go back with, I know you had DeBrincat back with Larkin, or are you going to go back?
I think I'll start like that. I liked it at the end there. Again, sometimes just matchups. Again, I still, watching that game back, very disappointed that we kind of let that game get away from us in the second. But, there's just some makeups of teams that if they're 3 or 4 lines deep with ability to score, create offense, or heavy, it creates some issues for us matchup wise. I go back to that Tampa game, and everyone's like, "Why do you guys have success against Tampa?" And it's not we're any different. Well, I just think it's a matchup thing, and a depth thing, and sometimes you guys see the way we're built. We have some offensive, talented players throughout our lineup, but some defensive mishaps can find these guys at times. So it's just sometimes I think our lineup might be a little bit more of a moving target with where we put some wings and so forth. So that had a little spark in the beginning of the year. I think we'll give probably a look again more, but we're still unsure on that.
When you look at the league right now, is it 5, 6 teams, 10 teams? When you talk about 3, 4 lines deep, like when you just roughly, like not to name them all, but like when you talk about that Dallas team played yesterday, is it they're one of every third team? Is it 4 or 5?
Good question. I don't know. You know what? Probably it's just that one popped to me. Just obviously when you see Joe Pavelski and Jamie Benn on a third line, it can create some issues, and then the Hintz line got rolled in the second, and just the way the rhythm of the game goes, didn't feel like anyone could check Hintz last night. So, just these deep teams, we're no different. We create matchup issues, and we get depth scoring at times through our lineup. So just sometimes some matchups. This is the reality of the league. Matchup.
Sprong seems like he's kind of become one of those guys who could produce without huge minutes. And I'm wondering how you
Who's that?
Daniel Sprong.
Yep.
I'm wondering how you decide, like, okay, well, he's producing in this role, let's keep him there versus promote him, and what goes.
That's a great question. We battle that question in our room quite a bit. You give him top 6 minutes in Tampa, he rewards you, basically gets the game winner. You give him top 6 minutes yesterday, and the untrained eye can see the second period, a few things found him. It's probably been the story of his career, but he's just a really productive, good player for us. I think it's going to be a feel thing for him, when he's going, when he's not, who he's with. And then obviously we're trying to chase a game last night, and at 5-3, 5-4, I had him out again. So it's a feel thing with him. I give him a ton of credit. He's really working hard on rounding out his team game. And that's why I think he's having a really, really productive season for us, and I think we're fortunate enough to have him.
One low-scoring game against Philly already this season, one high-scoring game. What's kind of the mindset and focus to go against them tomorrow night to finish the season series?
Well, we'd like to have our team game in a good spot, obviously. Or giving up 6 and winning is something we will not look forward to or try to do tomorrow. So I just think our overall team game, no matter what the opponent is just very unique that we played them twice within 8-9 days, and you had a 1-0 and a 7-6 type game. So I think that's more about us on where our game was at the time. So hopefully we can continue to build our game and be a little harder to play against than 6 goals against them.